Hey everybody, it's Steve. So today's class we are going to do a full body morning yoga stretch, literally from head to toe. All right, so stand by, we'll get started here in just a sec. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today's class we are going to do a full body yoga morning stretch. So morning stretch again, as I said, from head to toe. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off on our backs in Shavasana. So come on down to your back, get as comfortable as you can. And then just take your feet and legs out in front of you. Hands and arms can be anywhere. Just take a few seconds here just to settle into the mat. This class is a great class for beginners and advanced practitioners. Again, because we're going to work a lot of different muscle groups in this class. But again, it's easy enough or gentle enough that anybody can do this. Now, on our next inhale, let's take our hands and arms above our head. We're going to reach and stretch back behind us with our fingers and our arms, and then start stretching your toes and feet and legs out in front of you. Nice big stretch. Keep reaching back and forward just a little bit more. And then on our next exhale, we're going to take the hands and arms and just float them over to the right as we move into banana pose, banana asana. So the feet, toes, and legs follow. We're reaching through the left fingertips as far over to the right as we can. So nice big stretch. Keep reaching through those fingertips. Hold it here. One more breath. And then exhale gently. We're just going to float those hands and arms over to the left. Feet and legs follow as we move into banana pose, the opposite side. So reach through the right fingertips this time over to the left. Nice big stretch here. Again, we're going to hold this just a few more breaths. And then back to center on an exhale. Hands and arms again back behind us. Feet, toes, and legs in front of us. Inhale, reach back, stretch forward and back one more time. Try and grow another inch or two. Reach, reach, reach. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then exhale, release the hands and arms straight down. Feet and legs just fall out to the side. And then on an inhale, let's bring those knees into our chest. Let's give them a hug. So you can bring your fingers and hands below the knee or behind the knee, whichever's most comfortable. And then just start drawing the knees and legs in toward your chest. Now keep your shoulders flat, your head flat if you can, and try and keep your lower back flat. So think your belt line. If you're pulling your knees and legs in and then you feel like your bottom lifts up, press that lower back down. But then continue drawing the legs in just a little bit more. And one more breath here. On our next exhale, just release the knees. We're going to stack the knees over the hips so our legs more or less look like an L. And then take your hands and arms out to a T, palms down. On an exhale, we're going to let our legs fall to the left for a supine twist. So right leg on top of left as we roll onto the left hip. Try and keep the right shoulder as flat to the mat as you can. Now this is a gentle twist. We're just doing a body wake up. We're waking up our spine and our body with a very gentle twist. A little later we may go into a deeper twist, but right now resist the urge to grab that right leg and pull it down. Eyes are up toward the ceiling. Now you can look over your right shoulder, again, if it feels good in your body. When I do my morning stretches like this, I like to just gaze up toward the sky or toward the ceiling. If I look over toward my right hand, it's just a little more stress in my neck, and It just doesn't feel right in my body. So remember, just listen to what your body tells you. Your body will always tell you to push a little more or to back off. Ego is what always tells us to go a little too far. Now, one more breath here. And on our next inhale, we'll bring the knees back to center, stack knees over hips again, hands and arms to a T, palms down, and then exhale, supine twist to the right. Left leg on top of right leg. Again, both shoulders flat on the mat. We're just looking up toward the sky. And that left leg doesn't have to come all the way down on top of the right leg. And I have my left foot actually just sitting on top of my right foot, and I've probably got about a 10 to 12 inch gap between my knees. Again, I'm not forcing the twist, just a very easy spinal twist this morning. Again, we're just waking up our bodies, no rush. And we'll hold it here one more breath. On our next inhale, we're going to bring the knees back to center and then draw the knees back into the chest. Nice quick hug. So we'll hear me say transition pose. This is a transition pose. Transition poses, we only hold a breath or two. And then on our next exhale, we're going to release the knees and we're going to move into Tabatakanasana, recline butterfly. So our soles of our feet together, knees go out to the side. Now try and take your feet down just a little bit further toward the end of the mat. We're going to want to let our hips open up and let our knees open up on our own. So your feet may butterfly open like this. So your heels will be together, but your feet will open up. Again, just relax. Hands and arms anywhere. Again, if you don't know what to do with your hands and arms, you can just rest them on top of your chest like I am. I just have them setting on my rib cage. We're going to hold this just a couple of more breaths. So just breathe and relax. Let those knees continue just to fall down. Let the hips continue to open up and relax. And let's go 2 more breaths here. And there's really no change in your breath. If you want to start lengthening the inhale and exhale, go ahead and start that now. We're going to start moving into some deeper stretches here soon. But for now, on our next inhale, we're going to just bring the knees up together, both feet flat on the mat. Now heel toe your feet out toward the edge of the mat, okay, with our knees bent. Pinky toes to the edge. And then on your next exhale, just let your legs fall to the right. So we're going to windshield wiper side to side, but we're going to go real slow. So let the legs fall as far as they can. And then inhale, bring the legs back to the left. Again, nice and slow, right? Never a rush. We're not in a race. Nobody's going to get first place if they go quicker than the other. All right, back to the right. We're going to do this 3 times. And then back to the left. Back to the right. And then last one, back to the left, nice and slow. Let the legs completely fall. And then inhale back to center, knees to chest, quick transition. So draw the knees to the chest, give them a hug. Now on our next exhale, we're going to release this left leg, take it all the way down to the end of the mat. Now we're going to interlace our fingers below the right knee or behind the right knee, whichever feels best in your body. Kick out through both heels. And then on an inhale, start drawing that right knee and leg into your chest. Start nice and slow and then continue drawing it in just a little bit more. And one more breath here. On our exhale, keep the fingers interlaced. We're just going to release the right knee away from the chest. Now, take that right knee and leg out to the side. Open up the right hip. And then draw the right knee up toward the right armpit. So hug it in. And again, we'll hold this one for about 3 to 5 breaths. Keep drawing that right knee and leg up. Again, kick out through both heels. Slow, steady inhale and exhale. Remember, nothing forced. And on our next exhale, we're just going to release the right knee away from the right armpit. Bring the right knee and leg back to center. Hug it back into your chest one more time. Hold it here, 2 breaths. And then on our exhale, we're going to release that right leg, take it down to meet the left, and we're going to switch sides. So interlace your fingers below the left knee or behind the left knee. Kick out through both heels. And then start drawing that left knee and leg into your chest. Hug it in nice and slow at first, and then draw it in a little bit more. Find that sweet spot where it feels good in your body. And one more breath here. On our next exhale, keep those fingers interlaced. Just release the left knee and leg away from the chest. Open up that left hip, so take it out to the side. And then on an inhale, draw that left knee up toward your left armpit. Hug it in. And again, start slow and then draw it in just a little bit more. Now, if you feel your right buttock start to lift up, just shift that left knee a little bit back towards center. We want to try and keep our hips as neutral as possible so our bottom just stays flat on the mat. And let's go 2 more breaths here. And on our next exhale, we're going to release the left knee and leg away from the chest. Keep the fingers interlaced. Bring that left knee and leg back to center. And then draw that left knee and leg back in toward your chest. Hug it in. You may be able to go just a little bit deeper. Again, as our body's starting to get stretched out and waking up. And on our next exhale, release the left knee and leg. We're going to take it back down. We'll move into Shavasana. So transition pose. We'll be here just a breath or two. Relax your feet and legs. Just let them fall out. Again, hands and arms can go anywhere. All right. On our next inhale, we'll draw the knees back into the chest. Just a quick hug. Now we're going to release the knees and bring our feet flat to the mat with our knees bent. We're going to go into recline butterfly. So cross your right leg over your left leg, kick out through the left heel. Okay. Now we're going to bring this right hand and arm through our legs, behind the left knee, and then bring the left hand around. Interlace your fingers. Again, kick out through both heels. Now, on an exhale, just bring your shoulders flat to the mat, your head flat. So if you feel like you lift it up like this to get interlaced, try and bring the shoulders down first and the head, okay, and your lower back. So remember, belt line. And that may be enough of a stretch for you. If you start to want a little bit more, then start drawing that left leg back in toward your chest. So we'll get a nice stretch here on the right side and that right glute, the right hip. You may even feel it in your lower back too. Now, if you feel like your bottom starts to lift up again, remember, press the lower back down and then draw that left leg in, okay? And if you want a little deeper stretch, all right, take the right elbow and you're going to press it to the inside of this right leg and you're going to press it out and then pull in on the left. Should feel it immediately. It's a much deeper stretch when you do that. Hold it here. Let's give this 2 more breaths here. This is a nice stretch. And 1 more. On your exhale, we're going to release that left leg and then just move at your own pace, switch sides. So bring the right foot down, cross the left leg over, bring the left hand and arm through the legs, interlace our fingers behind the right knee, kick out through both heels again, right? So we're kicking the heel out toward the front of the space and then out toward the side and pulling the toes toward your knees, okay? So left toes toward left knee, right toes toward right. Head and shoulders down, lower back down, and then start drawing that right leg in toward your chest. And then again, on this time, we're going to press the left elbow to the inside of the left leg out and pull in on the right for a little deeper stretch in that left side. Again, it doesn't take a whole lot. Usually you feel it just immediately as you start to press out and pull in. And again, let's give this 2 more breaths. Try again. Let's lengthen that inhale and exhale. So think about filling up your lungs now and then pushing all that air out. One more inhale. On our exhale, we're going to release that right leg, uncross the left leg over the right, draw the knees to the chest, quick hug. Okay, and then we're going to rock up to a seated position. So just rock back and then up. All right, now we're going to bring both feet flat to the mat, knees bent. We're going to go into a seated pigeon variation. So we're going to bring our hands back behind us, fingertips face the back. Now, press your hands into the mat, lift your hips up, cross the right leg over the left, and then just bring your bottom forward. Walk the hands in. Make sure we're kicking through this left heel again. Stay active. And then just walk the hands in and get that nice stretch on the right side again, okay? Now, eyes anywhere. You can look out in front. You can look behind you, just to the sides. Again, whatever works best for you and your body right now. Keep a little tiny bend in your elbows. So if you feel like you're locking out the elbow, relax, okay? And maybe roll the shoulders back just a little bit. So if you feel like you're rounding or rolling the shoulders forward like this, try and pull them back just a little bit. Keep the chest open. And we're going to hold this just 2 more breaths. All right, now on our next exhale, walk the hands back first. Scoot your bottom back, press down, lift up, right foot down, cross the left leg over, and then scoot your hips forward, walk your hands in, okay? And same thing here. A little bit of a bend in the elbows, roll the shoulders back just a little bit, and then just look out in front of you. More or less the right knee should be over the right ankle, but if it's not, no big deal. Just trying to stack our joints. And let's go 2 more breaths here. Now in our next pose, we're going to stay in our hips and legs. We're going to go into a seated pigeon variation. So we're going to walk our hands back first. Okay, we're going to walk them back just a little bit further than we did the last time. Okay, now scoot your bottom back. Okay, continue bringing the right leg out in front of you, so we're crossing the left leg over the right leg, and we want to get this left leg just above the right knee. Okay, and if you can, left ankle just to the outside of the right thigh. Now sometimes this right leg will go like this, right? The right or left foot will come down. If you have a block or a pillow that you can put up underneath it for additional support, that'll help, okay? Now, our movement, inhale up, exhale, extend, lengthen out. So reach out past your toes as far as you can, okay? Keep upright, keep reaching out, lengthen. You'll feel this all the way down the back of your right leg and into your right lower part of your the right side of your back. And then exhale, release down. So if you can interlace your fingers like this, that's fine. I'm just going to bring my hands to the outside of my feet or my legs. So left hand to one side, right hand to the other. So I'm just framing. Kick out through both heels. Okay, so left heel out to the side, right to the front. And then release your head down. Chin to chest, forehead to right knee. Relax. Keep that head just, again, and upper body falling down or falling down and forward. And just breathe. Try and continue just falling forward. Now, if you have your hands on the mat like I do, and you want to start to get just a little bit more of a stretch, walk your fingertips out a little bit. So again, we're lengthening out in front of us and then releasing down just a little bit more. So my fingers are past my feet, but I'm not interlacing and pulling myself down. I'm just easing into the stretch. And it's just, for me, that's what feels better in my body, but do what feels good to you. Now, on my next inhale, we're going to just press our way up. Use your hands, okay? And then switch sides. So we're going to take the left leg out, cross the right leg over. Now, you're going to hear me say use your hands to push your way up. Since we're stretching our lower back, okay? A lot of times when we come up, we really want to activate the core, but we forget. So we go right to the lower back end. So we've already stretched it. So we want to use the upper body strength to pull ourselves up, okay? So switch sides. Inhale up. Remember, exhale, lengthen, reach out. Keep reaching, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then on your next exhale, release down. And again, frame the leg, interlace if that feels good. Now, if you're super flexible, you can grab a block like I have over here, put it around and go in a much deeper. But again, for me, I'm just gonna release my head down, chin to chest, forehead down toward my left knee, and I'm framing my left leg. And again, this is what feels good in my body right now, and do what feels best in yours. And then I want a little bit deeper stretch. So again, I'm going to walk my fingers out just a little bit further and release down. And 2 more breaths here. Love this stretch. This always just feels so good in my body, especially if I'm really tight. Again, because we're just working so many muscle groups. All right, on our inhale, we're just going to walk those hands back nice and slow. All right, now we're going to go into seated forward fold, okay? Take both feet and legs out in front of us. Now we have a couple of options here too. We're going to inhale up and extend out just like we did the last time. We're going to hold it for a breath, okay? And when we release down, if you make it to your feet, that's fine. I can make it to my feet all day long. What I prefer to do is actually bring my hands up underneath my legs like this and then release down. And I'm trying to bring my elbows down to the mat to get a deeper stretch. You can frame your legs if you want to, or heels into the mat and reach forward, right? Use your core when you do that, all right? Whatever works best for you. Inhale up. Exhale, lengthen, reach out. And then exhale, release down wherever you go, okay? Most importantly, regardless of where you're at, chin to chest, right? So let the head fall. No tension in the neck, no tension at all. Forehead goes down toward the mat or really between our knees. And we'll give it here 2 more breaths. Again, just continue releasing down and forward. Or technically, I guess forward and down. All right, on our next inhale, we'll slowly release our feet, our legs, wherever we are. We'll press our way up nice and slow, all right? And then we're gonna swing our legs around and make our way into child's pose, all right? So swing the legs around. Now, take your knees a little bit wider out toward the edge of the mat. So give yourself about 1 inch or 2. And then walk your hands back. Get the hips back as far as you can over your heels. Then take the hands out to the edge. So pinkies to the edge of the mat. Start walking those hands out. So we're going to get really long here. We haven't even dropped our head down. Our hips are back over our heels still. So we're lengthening through the fingertips, nice stretch through our armpits and our sides, and then drop your forehead down. Now, your shoulders will probably be into your ears, and that's fine, okay? Now, on our next inhale, we're going to inhale up into table or tabletop. So our hands will be out in front of us, our knees are going to be back behind us, but we look like we're a table, okay? Now, on our next exhale, we're going to press this left hand into the mat, shift all of our weight over to the right. So think child's pose to the right, all of the weight's over to the right side. Let your head fall. So we're pressing into the mat with the left hand, reaching through those fingertips, stretching the entire left side of our body. And then inhale, we're going to come back up into table. Exhale, press the right hand into the mat, shift all the weight to the left. Drop that head down, so child's pose to the left. Inhale, back up into table. And then exhale, let's go back to child's pose. Now we're going to do that 2 more times, but we're going to move with our breath. Ready? Inhale, up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up, exhale to the left. Make sure you push all the air out and release all the way down to the left. Inhale up and exhale back to child's pose. We'll do it one more time. Ready? Inhale up, exhale to the right, inhale up, exhale to the left. Inhale up and exhale back to child's pose. All right, inhale up. Now we're going to come up into a traditional tabletop. So what we're going to do is we're going to stack our shoulders over our elbows and we're going to stack our hips over our knees, okay? So shoulders over wrists and then hips over knees. Now we're going to do a few cat-cows. So on our inhale, our hips go up, our belly drops, but we keep the core engaged and we look up. And then exhale, we push away from the mat, round the spine. This should feel really good when we do this. Inhale up. Exhale, push away. Inhale up. Exhale, push away. Inhale up. Exhale, push away. Let's do one more. And inhale up. We look up. Exhale, push away. Belly button to spine. Hug in. And exhale, release. All right, neutral table. Now we're going to go into bird dog. So on our inhale, we're going to take our left leg straight back behind us and then take the right hand and arm out in front. Now, if you need to make an adjustment here, drop the left knee down. Maybe keep the left toes curled under, okay? But take the right hand and arm out. Exhale, just switch. Right hand down, left knee down. Inhale, out. Exhale, switch. Inhale, out. Exhale, switch. Inhale out, reach out like you're shaking someone's hand and then kick through the heel like you're trying to stand on the wall behind you. Exhale, switch. Inhale out. Exhale, switch. Inhale out. Exhale, switch. Let's do one more set together. Inhale out. Exhale, switch. This is our last one. Inhale out. And exhale, release. So neutral again, table. Now we're going to do a quick calf stretch here. This is a setup for our toe stretch, all right? So walk your hands out about 6 or 7 inches. In fact, I'm going to walk my knees forward a little bit because I got long legs. And we're going to take our left leg straight back behind us. Curl the left toes under. Now push into the mat with your hands and kick back through the left heel. Now, there's a tendency to drop weight more to the side where your knee's down. So in this case, you're to your right side. Shift some weight to the left. Then push into the mat, push away. Kick through the left heel. Keep those hips neutral. So nice calf stretch, and then you may feel this literally through the back of your entire left leg. Again, just depending on how tight or loose you are. Right now, for me, it's all calf and a little bit behind my left knee. And then switch. So bring the left knee down, take the right leg back, curl those toes under, kick through the heel. Shift a little bit of weight to the right. Keep soft elbows. So again, if you're locking them out and your shoulders are tense, relax. And switch. Right knee down, left leg back. Again, we'll do 2 on each side. Shift a little bit of weight to the left. And switch. Left knee down, right leg back. This will be our last one. All right, right knee comes back. Now, hips over knees, okay? Walk your hands back, or curl your toes under. Okay, we're gonna do our toe stretch. So this is called fire toes. Now, just walk your hands back. Try and get all of your weight over your toes, okay? And then start walking your hands back. And if you can, sit right on top of your heels, okay? Hands, they can be anywhere. So you can place them in your lap, you can put fingertips together. Most importantly, just relax. We want a long spine, so we want to be nice and upright. If you're out here like this, that's okay. I kid you not, when I first started doing yoga, I was about out to here, okay? I had done some damage to my feet years ago. And when I started practicing, this is about where my toe stretch look. And I just continue, again, breaking down fascia, stretching, right? I've been able to just walk back and then go all the way over my heels. So let's go 2 more breaths here, all right? Again, nice, easy inhale and exhale. Lengthen it and then release it. And then 1 more. Exhale, walk the hands out nice and slow. And then pound out your toes, right? Should feel really good right now. All right, let's swing our legs around. And we're gonna move into butterfly. Now our butterfly today, now a lot of times when we do butterfly pose or cobbler's pose, we'll bring our feet together and we look something like this. What I'd like you to do today is take your feet further down the mat, and I'll say about halfway down, right? So close together, that would be first position, second, halfway down, and then feet almost down to the mat. But what I want to do is I want to get a hip opener here, but I also want to get lower back, and I also want to get some spine stretch here too, okay? So we're going to inhale up. Exhale, lengthen, reach out, get out as far as you can. Try and lengthen just a little bit more. And then on an exhale, release down just where you are. So drop the forehead down toward the mat, chin to chest. Let the body completely fall forward. Now, as always, if you're up here like this or even like this and this is your pose, again, don't worry about it, don't stress. Right? We just practice where we're at in the moment. And my body doesn't work all the time the way I want it to, and instead of getting frustrated about it, I just accept that's just the way it is, okay? And then I adjust my pose based off of that. I still can enjoy my practice without getting frustrated. And again, let's just try and let that upper body just be dead weight. Continue, let it fall. And we'll hold it here 1 more breath. Now, on our inhale, use your hands and then gently just press your way up. All right. Now, we're going to go into a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you, okay? But we're going to go right leg over left leg. All right, so if you can cross your legs like I am right now, go ahead and do that. You can even stagger your legs. So right leg in front of left leg. And if you find that you're like super tight and you look something similar to this, take this right foot and leg out just a little bit further and then let the left leg open up. That may be a little bit more comfortable for you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, again, work in our glutes, hips, lower back, okay? We're gonna go through our same movement. Inhale up, extend out, and then release down. We'll be there about 3 to 5 breaths. We'll use our hands, press our way up, and then we're gonna go into a variation of it. So we're gonna turn to the right, fold over the right knee, few breaths, come back to center, up, go to the left, come to center, go up, and then we're gonna switch left leg over right. Ready? Inhale up. Exhale, lengthen, reach out, hold it, and then exhale, release down. Relax your upper body again, chin to chest, let the forehead fall. You can come onto your hands, your elbows. You can walk your hands out so you can lengthen, get a little bit deeper into the stretch and continue folding forward. Again, it's just whatever your body feels, okay? And then just, again, relax. No tension here, no stress. This is a full hour of just self-care, you taking care of your body and your mind. This is, again, can be very relaxing for your brain too. We do enough workout with our brain, right? That monkey brain goes a million miles an hour throughout the day. Just let this, next 30 minutes or so that we have in our practice, let that just be for you. All right, on our next inhale, we'll use our hands, press our way up nice and slow. And then we're gonna turn to the right and fold over the right knee. Ready? Inhale up and exhale, fold over that right knee and leg. And I like to go a little bit to the inside first, just to see how my body feels, how this stretches all the way down my left side. Let my head fall, chin to chest, forehead to the knee. And then again, if my body feels like I'm ready to go into something deeper, I just come up a little bit. I walk my hands and arms to the right a few inches and then release back down for a much deeper stretch. Now, if you feel your left buttock start to lift up, so you're shifting a bunch of weight forward, press your hands or your forearms into the mat, get your weight back. Now, we're going to give this 2 more breaths. And 1 more. Nice big inhale. Let's fill up our lungs. And then exhale, just come to the center, right? Just stay folded over, back to center, a neutral position. Head falls, chin to chest, relax. And then inhale. Press your way up, and then we're going to go to the left, okay? So inhale up, and exhale, fold over our left knee. Remember, go to the inside a little bit if that feels better to you. It's always what works best for me. Again, I just like to try and see what my body feels like before I go into a deeper stretch. I highly recommend you trying it too. And then the muscles relaxed a little bit for me, so I'm just going to walk my left hand and arm out, bring the right hand and arm over, and release back down. There we go. And 1 more breath here. On our next exhale, let's come back to center, nice and slow, no big rush. And inhale, let's come back up. And we'll switch sides. So we're gonna go left leg over right. Now we're gonna fold forward again, just like we did the last time. And then we're gonna go to the left first and then go to the right. Okay, so inhale up, exhale, lengthen, reach out, and then exhale, release down. And just breathe. Let the upper body continue to fall forward and down. Relax your belly. So if you feel like you're hugging your core in, relax, right? The stretch is happening here and in our lower back, right? We want the rest of our body to relax. And one more breath. And inhale, use your hands, press your way up, nice and slow. Now we'll go to the left. So inhale up, and then exhale, fold over the left leg. And again, I'm going to go to the inside. And then I feel much looser on this side when my left leg is dominant. So I am going to move a lot further to the left and then release down. And just kind of find that sweet spot where I want to be. And on my next exhale, we're going to come back to center, nice and slow. Relax, fall forward. And then inhale, press your way up. And we're going to go to the right. So inhale up, exhale, fold. And let's go one more breath here. Exhale back to center, nice and slow. And inhale up. Okay, take your time. All right. So we're going to, again, come into a comfortable seated position. I'm going to turn toward the camera, so I'll face y'all. Right leg over left. We're going to do some side stretches, okay? So right hand down, fingertips facing out toward the side. On an inhale, take the left hand and arm up. Exhale, we're going to stretch to the right. So reach the left fingertips over and bend this right elbow so you can get a little deeper into the stretch. Keep that left buttock flat. We're looking under our left armpit. Ready? Back to center. Inhale up with the right hand and arm. Exhale, stretch to the left. Look under the right armpit. Back to center. We're going to move with our breath. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Back to center. Inhale up. Exhale, stretch to the left. We're going to do 2 more sets. Back to center. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Back to center. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Back to center. One more set. Up with the left. Exhale to the right. Back to center. Inhale up. Exhale. Stretch to the left. And back to center. All right, we're going to do a shoulder stretch. Now we're going to do eagle arms, and I'll demo it real quick in case you haven't done it before, and then I'll give you a variation that you can do if you're having a hard time getting the bind, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale our hands and arms up to the sky. On the exhale, we're going to bring our right arm under our left, bring the right hand around to clasp the left hand, just like this. And we want to lift the arms up so our triceps are parallel to the mat or the ground, and we're lifting the hands away from our face, okay? Now, if you need to modify this, okay, hands to heart center, bring your forearms together, but still keep the arms lifted. If this is still too much, take the elbows out to the side. So the elbows in line with the shoulder. Again, want to keep that tricep parallel with the mat. Okay, so you look like this. Regardless of where you go, when you bring your hands to heart center and your forearms together, we want to press those hands in really hard. Okay, so you still want to feel the stretch through the shoulder and then across the upper part of your back. Okay, ready? Inhale up. Exhale, go wherever you need to go. Right arm under left, or hands to heart center. Bring the hands up and then forearms together, or elbows out to the side. Now we're going to do 3 of these, okay? We're going to hold the first one a little bit longer, and then our second set, we're going to go with our breath. So on our next exhale, we're going to release the bind. Inhale, sweep the hands and arms up. Exhale, left arm under right. Clasp the right hand with the left hand, lift up. Hold it here, one more breath. Ready? On our exhale, release down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, right arm under left. Lift the arms up, bring the hands away from our face. Hold it here, 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, release down. Inhale, up. Exhale, left arm under right. Clasp that right hand with your left hand. Lift the arms up. Take the hands away from our face. 2 breaths here. And one more. Inhale. Exhale, release down. Inhale, up. Exhale, right arm under left. This is our last set together here. And one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release down. Inhale, up. Exhale, left arm under right. Lift the hands and arms up. And then bring the hands away from the face. And then on our next exhale, we're going to gently release and shake out our hands and arms. All right, let's swing our legs. Again, make sure we get our feet and legs forward. Now we're going to go into seated single leg extension. So we're going to take our right leg out in front of us. We're going to bring our left foot to the inside of the right leg. Okay. Now our movement, inhale, up. Exhale, take this left hand and arm to the outside of the right foot, the right shin, the right calf, or just frame the right leg. Okay. So similar to what we did before. And then release down. So chin to chest, forehead to right knee. Again, just let the body fall, let the body relax. Hold it here, just another 2 breaths. And one more. All right, on our next inhale, we're going to release and come up and switch sides. Left leg out, right foot in. When you're ready, inhale up and exhale. Right hand to the outside of the left foot, left shin, left calf, or again, just frame. Chin to chest, let that forehead fall, no tension in our neck. Again, just continue relaxing and falling forward. And we'll give it 2 more breaths here. All right, on our next inhale, we're going to press our way back up. Now we're going to do a second seated forward fold this time. Okay, we're going to see if we can go in just a little bit deeper than we did the last time. So inhale up, exhale, lengthen, reach out, and then exhale, release down. So remember, you can bring your hands to your feet, under the legs, frame the legs, or bend the knees, and bring your feet, your heels into the mat. Now, I'm going to work in a little extra neck stretch for us while we're here. So once you release completely down, get your chin down toward your chest. Now, we're not forcing it there. Just let the head fall, okay? Now, on our next exhale, and go real slow when you do this, roll your head down and to the left, okay? Nice and easy. And you'll feel a stretch in the back right side of your neck, okay? Now you may feel it in the base of the skull, the middle of the neck, or even down toward your shoulders. and then down your back and into the spine. It just depends on how tight you are. But again, go nice and easy. It's not a forced stretch. It's a dead weight. Just let it fall. Now we're going to hold this just one more breath. And then on our next exhale, gently roll your head down and to the right. Let's get the opposite side stretched. And you may kind of have to move your head around just a little bit to find that sweet spot. But when you find it, you'll know it right away. Again, relax. We're not forcing the head down, remember? We're just letting it just fall on its own. If you start to force it too much, then it becomes painful, and we don't want pain. It may be a little uncomfortable, but discomfort is okay. Sometimes discomfort is it hurts so good, or feels it feels good. The stretch does, right? But pain's another thing. All right, exhale. Head back to center. Now, draw the chin down toward the chest just a little bit more. You may feel this all the way down your spine and into your lower back. Let the head fall, right? We're not keeping the head up and the chin down. All right, now, relax your head, okay? Release your feet or your legs. Keep the chin down. On an inhale, start walking your hands back to come upright, but keep your head down. Now start to lift your head up nice and easy, okay? Sometimes you get a little bit of a head rush, and you may feel a little dizzy when you come up again just because we had our body down, all right? Now we're going to come down onto our backs. As we come down onto our backs, draw your knees into your chest. Give them a hug. And then let's give ourselves a little lower back massage. I love doing this in class. Just rock your hips side to side. And imagine you're making a U, right? So what we do is we rock to one side. So I'm going to rock to the left, and then I just pull my knees and legs up a little bit, and then release them down, and then rock to the right and pull my legs up. And then release down and go over to the other side. And if you find a spot where you kind of get a knot and you want to massage it out, you can make little circles or rock a little side to side or even back and forth, right? It feels good. Years ago, when I first started practicing power yoga, and we'd go toward the end of class, this is one movement I love to do. It always felt good to get a little lower back massage before moving into core work or anything else. All right, we're gonna release the knees away from our chest back to center. Now, we're gonna keep the knees over the hips. We're gonna do our second supine twist. So take your hands and arms out to the side, palms down, okay? On our exhale, supine twist to the left. So let the legs fall to the left, right leg on top of left. Keep the right shoulder grounded. Now bring this left hand and arm up. Pull that right leg down with the left hand. So let's get a little deeper twist. You should feel a little looser now. Hold it. And then on our next inhale, we're going to bring our knees back to center, and we'll switch sides. So knees over hips, hands and arms to a T. Exhale, supine twist to the right. Then use that left hand or right hand to pull the left leg down. Keep that left shoulder down. And again, keep your head up toward the sky or over the left shoulder. It's really a personal preference what feels best. I find I get a deeper twist if I just keep my eyes up toward the ceiling, so just neutral. On our next inhale, bring the knees and legs back to center. Pull the knees to the chest, give them a quick hug. On our exhale, Tabatakanasana. Now this time, let's bring the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. And we want the heels closer to our body this time, okay? So we're gonna not force them open, but we are gonna give the feet, press the feet in so the knees and the hips open up. A little deeper stretch here. And we're gonna hold this for a couple of more breaths. And then we're gonna move into Shavasana. All right, on our next exhale, We're going to move into Shavasana. Just let the feet and legs go down to the end of the mat, however you get there. Let the feet fall out to the side, hands and arms anywhere. I'm going to go cactus arms with my hands and arms. I like this. This is actually a restorative stretch. And we get, as our body relaxes, our shoulders will start to melt down into the mat. So you get this very nice shoulder stretch and a chest opener without doing any work. The body does the work for you. Now we're going to hold this for about a minute or so in Shavasana. So let go of any special breath. If you had an Ujjayi breath or some special breath, let it go. Just a natural inhale and exhale. Try and let your body relax. Hang out with me here at least for another 30 to 60 seconds. And just breathe. And slowly make your way back to your mats. Start wiggling your fingers, your toes. And take the hands and arms above your head. Stretch back behind you. Stretch the feet, toes, and legs out in front of you. Big good morning stretch. Biggest stretch of the day. And then draw the knees into the chest. Give them a quick hug. And we'll rock up to a seated position and close out our practice together. Inhale, reach up to the sky, stretch. Exhale our hands down to heart center. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you want to check out another class, you can hit either one of the corners. We'll have probably a vinyasa class or have a meditation class. Either way, have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Yogi Steve. Bye.